a sacred space dedicated to reflection, inner awakening, and spiritual growth. Here we lovingly share the divine messages and guidance of the Supreme Father, Bapuji Dashrathbhai Patel. So, our purpose is heartfelt and simple to pass on the peace, wisdom, and spiritual strength that we have been fortunate to receive. So, before we begin, let's take a few moments in the remembrance of Supreme Father in the highest abode. So, feel that pure white light is filling your soul and aura and spreading through you in entire multiverse. An entire multiverse is filled with supreme peace, love, and joy. Param Shanti. So I am Mona and I have Chetna ji with me. Param Shanti. So, divine souls, to this sacred exploration beyond the limits of science, beyond the boundaries of the human perception. Today's title is Beyond the Physical, the Secret History of Mars and the Moon.
Yes. So, a space where truth is not just seen but felt,
Mm.
where the universe is not empty but alive with the consciousness.
Yes, yes, yeah. So we are slipping into a realm that challenges everything we think we know about space.
Mhm.
So Chetna ji and I together we explored the deeper revelations shared by Bapuji Dashrathbhai Patel. Truths that go far beyond the telescopes and satellites.
So, is a space really empty?
No, not at all. Yeah,
So,
yeah.
what we call empty space is the actually filled with the layers of subtle existence.
Mhm.
So, while modern science sees lifeless planets,
Mhm.
Bapuji reveals a hidden history of the civilizations, divine beings, and cosmic conflicts on
Mm.
these planets.
Yeah. So let's begin with the Mars, the so called red planet.
Yeah.
Science says it is barren, lifeless, cold. But Bapuji tells us a completely different story.
Yes. So Mars was not always red. It was once a thriving world full of life, created under the divine influence of Mangal Dev. So it's from the Indian scriptures, Mangal Dev. Like
Mm.
DT name is Mangal, and
Mm.
Mars Hindi name is Mangal.
Mm.
So a civilization existed there just like Earth, vibrant and conscious.
Yeah. So, Chetnaji, what happened?
So what happened is a massive cosmic conflict happened around 8,000 to 10,000 year ago. A war not just of the weapons but of energies, beliefs and control on the
Hmm.
Mars. So
Hmm.
Mars lost its physical civilization during the war,
Mhm.
and today it exists under a different kind of influence.
Oh, okay. So Bapuji explains like something very striking that Mars is currently under the spiritual control of some religious forces, we can say.
Mhm. Yes,
Mhm.
external forces or like aliens or
Yes, yes, yeah. And that like figures like we can say Alan Musk are not just acting out of curiosity, but they are being subtly guided.
yes, what we see as an innovation may actually be the spiritual permission or
Mm.
alignment with the unseen forces which is present over there already.
Okay, very. So now let's shift to something even more fascinating, the moon. We have walked on it, studied it, mapped it, but are we really understanding it, or do we have truly understood it? Just recently happened, they went to moon and came back, and the
Right.
question is,
So,
but have we truly understood it? Yes.
yeah, so according to Bapuji, uh, the moon is not empty, it belongs to the roots of Sanatan Dharma. It's related to Sanatan Dharma. It is the domain of Chandradev. So, like we spoke about Mars, it was a planet created by the deity Mangal, which
Mm.
is a Hindi name of the Mars.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Likewise, the moon Hindi name is the Chandra,
Mm.
and it is created by the deity named Chandra,
Mm.
along with his 27 queens and
Mm.
countless ancestral beings, and
Mm.
which we call it
Mm.
Pitru
Mm.
deities in our in Hindu religion or in
Mm.
Sanatan Dharma.
Yeah. But then, Chetanji, why haven't we seen them?
Because they exist in a uh, incorporeal form, that akari state, not the
Mm.
physical form.
Okay.
There are like three elemental body, a
Mm.
subtle incorporeal dimension beyond the reach of the physical instruments.
Okay.
Science operates at what Bapuji calls zero level awareness.
Mm.
But these beings exist in a higher vibrational frequencies, which is not visible with the the
Physical,
physical
yeah, instruments or
instrument.
physical eyes, yes, yeah.
Yes,
So that means moon is not dead, it's simply invisible to us.
exactly.
Hmm.
And Bapuji says something profound. Those aligned with pure elevated vibrations, especially
Hmm.
like from Sanatana roots,
Hmm.
may be welcomed there, but other may experience the resistance. So, like
Hmm.
Mars, we in above we discussed that Mars, there are external forces, so they welcome people like Elon Musk because he belong to their community. Likewise, Chandradev, they welcome Sanatana because it's belong to them. For others, there is a resistance.
Hmm. 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 Okay, very nice. So this brings us to a powerful realization. What if the conflicts on earth are reflections of something much bigger?
Yeah, Bapuji reveals that that begins from the different dimensions, galaxies, and universes have positioned themselves in the subtle layers above the earth. So, from 100 to above 10,000 kilometers above,
Hmm.
invisible yet influential.
Oh, wow. So almost like Earth is a battlefield, we can say.
Yeah,
Hmm.
everybody wants to be on control earth.
Okay. Okay. Hmm.
Yes, not not of weapon only alone, but of beliefs, energies, and control over human consciousness. So these
Okay.
forces influence religions,
Hmm.
ideologies, even technological progress.
Okay. So we often think of aliens as creatures from distant planets, but Bapuji
Mhm.
gives us a completely different definition.
Yes. According to Bapuji, anyone from the another dimension,
Hmm.
whether it's a Vishnupuri, Shilpuri, or even the seven dimension below, like Patal Loka, which we
Hmm.
spoke
Hmm.
yesterday
Hmm.
podcast, seven dimension below
Hmm.
is technically is an alien on the earth.
Hmm.
Even the Nagas, the the
Serpents, yeah.
dimension of the snakes,
Hmm.
serpents, being
Hmm.
can manifest in a human or snake form.
Oh, wow. Wow. So the unseen world. is much closer than what we think, right?
Yes,
There is also a warning, isn't it? There.
yes, Manaji. Bapuji speaks of a massive transformation. In scriptures, it is also called like Tandav of Shiva.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
what we may call it Third World War is not just a political, but deeply a spiritual also, driven by these unseen forces, which we see,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
which we now know from Bapuji.
Yeah. So now the question is what we can do. Is there any way to protect ourselves?
Yes. And the answer is beautifully simple, is Param Shanti. So
Hmm.
Bapuji also shared the solution, what is in our hand, being at this time available on the planet Earth, by
Mm-hmm.
elevating our vibration, by stabilizing in the soul consciousness state, by
Hmm.
charging our subtle causal body with peace. We
Hmm.
move beyond their influence.
Hmm. So, according to Bapuji Dashrathbhai Patel, the real journey is not to Mars or to the moon or different planets, but is within.
Exactly, because one who masters the inner universe becomes the untouchable in the outer world. That's
Hmm.
why.
Hmm. Yeah. So, universe is not just physical. It is spiritual, is alive, and deeply interconnected. So, let's not just explore the stars, but awaken the light within.
Yeah. So, Param Shanti to every soul listening, and may you remain peaceful, powerful, and protected,
Yes,
and with
yes.
the high frequency
Yes,
vibration.
yes. So true. So true. Yeah. So we explored the hidden spiritual history of Mars and moons based on teachings of Bapuji Dashrathbhai Patel and the unseen civilizations,
Mhm.
cosmic conflicts, subtle realms, and the true meaning of aliens. So the main message is to have journey within and keep yourself awaken your true nature of peace. So we can
Yes,
survive in this middle of all these conflicts of unseen
yes.
forces. Yes, yeah.
There is something called collective consciousness, right? So,
Yes,
if
yes,
everyone try to be in the soul consciousness state with
yes.
the high vibration, so
Mhm.
there's possibility.
Yes, yeah, right. Because science cannot detect the higher consciousness and the inner spiritual power is the key, you know, to protection in the coming global transformation.
Yes.
So thank you so much. This concludes today's topic. And if you have any question, please feel free to email us and have a wonderful day. We will come back with different topic next time. Thank you
Yes,
so much.
Bapuji. Thank you.
Supreme peace, Param Shanti. Param
I am
Shanti.
Shanti.